Hello, Tim Nelson. I've just been chasing after a turkey. Little bugger went down into the brush so far I couldn't get after him. I was coming up the road and Tom and the hen were in the middle of the road and they took off down the hill, and by the time I got my shotgun out and went after them, they were so deep in the brush that I just couldn't go after them anymore. So I'm going to hang out here a little bit and see if maybe they come back up. There's kind of some little clearings in the woods down there, and maybe they'll come back up in there in a little while, but it's kind of doubtful, but I'm going to hang out and give it a shot, so we'll see. Other than that, I come up to see if I could get some grouse again, because all I've been seeing as far as turkeys go are a bunch of hens, and that's the first day I've actually seen a tom out wandering around, so I'd kind of like to get him. And I'm also scouting for some deer. Deer season opens up next week, so a lot of people up here. I don't know how my chances are. My dad's kind of been going downhill a bit lately, and so about all I can do is come up here and try to find some fresh track and park myself by a tree and hope one wanders by, because that's about my only shot at getting a deer. It's getting dark too early in the afternoon or evening to be able to come up and spend the night without, having to leave my dad too early, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna have to head up here around 4 in the morning, hang out for a while until sun comes up, and give it a few more hours. If I don't get anything, well, I don't, and I just go back home again, get my dad going. So I'm not sure how much longer he's got to last, and like I say, he's kind of going downhill, so I've got to, when he passes, I got to deal with probate court, and don't know how long that'll take, but I got a friend that'll, if I can find some acreage somewhere out in the woods, he'll help me build a cabin. Cost me a few bucks, but hopefully the land won't take all my money, and I'm hoping to find something with some water or have enough left over to at least put in a well. So it's really all I need: 4 walls, wood stove, and some place to stay warm and dry, and have some good fresh water. Other than that, I can make fry bread, things like that, stew with whatever animals I get. And birds are pretty good. So anyway, I'm just kind of keeping an eye out down there on the road there, see if the little bugger comes back up or not. But I might have spooked them pretty good, because they went down deep into some brush, and there's no way I could go in there quiet and sneak up on them. It's just too thick. So anyway, I'm going to shut this off here and probably turn it back on a little bit later and see how my afternoon goes. It's already 3:45, so I don't have a whole lot more time up here. So anyway, I'll say goodbye for now. Well, I've been walking around. I didn't see any more sign of that turkey. I gotta get this coat off. I'm just getting pretty hot. It's cold out here, but I'm just starting to work up a sweat. Between that heavy jacket and my backpack and my bear spray, and it's quite a bit of weight to be packing around. So there's a road that cuts down below where the turkey disappeared, and I walked down there about 3/4 of a mile or so and back up into the woods, kind of a little clearing area. I was kind of hoping he might be hanging out in there, but no sign of him at all. Plus there's a guy down the hill shooting like crazy, and anyway, I don't know if that's got much to do with it or not. A lot of people are out here shooting all the time, but right now everybody's trying to get sighted in. So I'm going to take you down there anyways and show you where that turkey took off to. You can see how thick the brush is. Anyway, this is where the turkey took off down to. He went down in through that way, and you can see it's kind of hard to be quiet and move around down in here. I'll show you the bushes he took off down into. It's pretty dense stuff. So I went down into that stuff, and you can see it's kind of hard to walk through there and be quiet at the same time. So no turkey today. But yeah, that's the first tom I'd seen in a while. At least not on somebody's ranch or private property or running up a hill from a boat ramp. Most of the hunting I've been doing out here, all I've been seeing is hens. And I came up from that lower road down there and walked back up the other roads, hoping to maybe flush out some grouse, but couldn't do it. Couldn't see any anyways. So, but yeah, it's just like this everywhere around here. So I'm gonna shut this off and get back to the Jeep. I get my coat back on. I'm cooling off pretty fast. It's in probably the upper 30s around here right now. There's still really small patches of snow from that storm we had a week or so ago. So I'm gonna call it quits for the day. And it's just a little after 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna go down the hill and see if that guy left me any brass, pick that up and head for home. But I'm gonna have to quit wearing this hat up here. It's getting to be rifle season, so I don't want anybody getting buck fever and mistaking my brown hat for a deer or something, shoot me in the head. So get my orange hat on, so at least they, know my head bobbing around's not a deer or something, or the back end of an elk or neck of an elk. Or anyway, like I say, call it a day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.